Dating today feels broken. You chase attention, not connection. You give your time, your energy, and even your self-respect for nothing real in return. Seneca said, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." That's you, scattered across endless chats, meaningless dates, people who wouldn't cross the street for you. This isn't love, it's noise, it's distraction. In this video, we'll cut through the illusion and expose why dating now damages your soul more than it serves your heart. Stay until the end. You need to see what happens when you finally walk away and choose yourself first. This isn't about hating love. It's about finally seeing the truth. Modern dating is broken, and unless you step back to understand what it's doing to you, you'll stay trapped in a cycle of disappointment and self-doubt. By the end of this video, you'll understand why walking away doesn't mean giving up. It means taking back control of your happiness. Dating today isn't about connection, it's about performance. You're not showing up as yourself. You're showing up as a version of you that you think someone will like. You've turned yourself into a highlight reel. Your photos are filtered, your captions rehearsed, your texts calculated. You're not talking, you're performing. Every swipe, every chat, every good morning text is part of a game where the prize is validation, not love. Over time, this changes you. You start saying what you think they want to hear, not what you truly feel. You pick outfits you don't like. You laugh at jokes that aren't funny. You even twist your values just to seem easier to love. And the cost? Yourself. Piece by piece, you trade authenticity for attention. The worst part is, even when someone chooses you, you're not sure they actually see you because you've never shown them the real you. And deep down, you know it. You know you've been auditioning for a role instead of building something real. This is why so many people feel empty in modern dating. You can't build a real connection when you're too busy trying to be who you think you're supposed to be. When you look in the mirror, you barely recognize yourself. And for what? For someone who might disappear the moment you stop performing. If you're tired of that cycle, the answer isn't another trend, another trick, or another list of dating rules. It's stripping away the act. It's deciding that being yourself unapologetically is more important than being chosen. Because the right person won't need a performance to see your worth. They'll see you. Most people aren't dating to truly connect. They're dating to fill a void. They chase attention the way some chase applause, mistaking it for love. Conversations aren't about understanding. They're about being noticed. Moments together aren't about sharing life. They're about collecting reassurance that they matter. When you look for your worth in someone else's approval, you hand over control of your happiness. Every seen message, every delayed reply, every swipe becomes a test you didn't sign up for. And the harder you try to prove yourself, the more fragile you feel. Real fulfillment doesn't come from being wanted. It comes from being whole on your own. When your sense of value isn't tied to someone else's interest, dating stops being a desperate chase and starts being a choice. A choice to share your life, not just to be validated. Endless swiping, empty small talk, and shallow connections don't just waste time. They drain your energy, your spirit, your sense of self. You start scrolling through profiles not with curiosity or hope, but with routine, like ticking boxes off a never-ending checklist. You show up to dates already exhausted, forcing smiles and laughter where there's no real spark, hoping someone will notice your effort. You forget what it felt like to actually enjoy someone's company, to be genuinely seen and understood. That's the hidden cost of modern dating. Emotional burnout disguised as fun or opportunity. You don't even realize how tired you are until you pause and notice that excitement, that thrill of meeting someone new, has been replaced by fatigue. Love isn't supposed to feel like a job, a series of tasks to complete, or a performance to maintain. It's meant to be energizing, life-affirming, and real. When it feels like work, that's the moment you need to step back and ask, am I seeking connection, or am I just running on autopilot in a system built to exhaust me? Loneliness isn't solved by dating. You can be in a crowded room, laughing with friends, and still feel a hollow emptiness inside. Loneliness isn't about the absence of a partner. It's about the absence of connection with yourself. It's the silence that comes when you've lost touch with your own desires, your values, your dreams. Until you invest in yourself, until you understand what drives you, what brings you peace, and what truly matters to you, no one else can plug that gap. A partner can enhance your life, but they can't complete it for you. The emptiness you feel will follow you from date to date, conversation to conversation, until you stop looking outward for fulfillment and start looking inward. The most magnetic relationships start with self-connection. When you know who you are and what you stand for, the people who truly belong in your life will naturally be drawn to that energy. Until then, any attempt to fill the void externally is only temporary, leaving you lonelier than before. Dating distracts you from self-growth. When you're constantly chasing someone's attention, your own life takes a back seat. Days and weeks slip by while you're focused on replies, likes, and approvals, instead of on your skills, your passions, and your relationships that actually matter. Your dreams stall because your energy is scattered, spent on performances instead of progress. Stepping away from the dating cycle isn't giving up. It's reclaiming your time, your energy, your focus. It's the chance to travel without compromise, to create without expectation, to heal without distraction, to enjoy your own company fully. When you stop waiting for someone to validate your life, you start living it. You become more than someone to date. You become someone worth meeting. Desperation for connection clouds judgment. When you're hungry for attention or affection, you settle for people who don't respect you, ignore warning signs, and bend your values just to keep someone around. You stay in situations that sap your energy, that leave you questioning yourself more than you feel seen. Breaking the cycle of this desperation is about reclaiming your standards. It's about refusing to lower your expectations just to feel wanted. When you step back, you give yourself the space to recognize who truly belongs in your life, someone whose values, vision, and presence actually complement yours. Only then do you open the door, not out of need, but out of alignment, integrity, and choice. Love should be natural, not forced. Love that lasts isn't manufactured. It can't be engineered through swipes, filters, or carefully crafted profiles. It doesn't emerge from ticking boxes or following a formula. True, lasting love happens when two whole independent people meet, not because they need to, but because they want to. It's born out of abundance, not lack. When you're complete in yourself, your passions, and your purpose, you bring that fullness into a relationship. That's when connection turns into partnership, attraction turns into understanding, and companionship turns into shared growth. You can't rush it, schedule it, or hack it with apps. It simply happens when the right people show up in each other's lives at the right time. You will not lose your chance at love by stepping back. You will gain clarity, dignity, and a life that demands love because it already has it. Ask yourself now, what would your life feel like if you belonged to yourself first? Take the 30-day step. Build something that makes you hard to live without and easy to be with. When you choose from abundance instead of lack, you stop reacting and start choosing. That shift changes everything.